I screwed myself out of thousands of potential dollars when I first got started as a creator. So that you don't do the same, let's dive into 3 things from the financial aspect of being a creator that I wish I knew when I first was becoming a creator. And honestly, the last one hit me hardest. Number 1, brands do not typically pay you for at least 30 to 60 days after you send your invoice. And you usually send your invoice when the partnership is already posted and over with. As if that's not long enough, I literally have seen contracts where brands say net 90, meaning they're not going to pay you for 90 days after you send the invoice. One big lesson that I learned was that net 90 is not acceptable. If a brand ever puts it in your contract, negotiate it down to at least 60, if not 30. Overall, it should not take 90 days to pay you. Number 2, as you've probably heard, income is very, very inconsistent. For example, this year in January, I made $13,000 simply from brand partnerships. And then in February, I made $700. You must have multiple streams of income if you're going to make this work. Unless you have a sugar daddy and he pays your bills for you, then you just don't have to worry about it. But other than that, multiple streams of income. Okay, number 3, you need to save money for taxes. Listen to my words, save money for taxes. My first year, I ended up owing thousands and thousands of dollars that I did not have sitting in my bank account waiting to just give back to the government. It was incredibly stressful. It sucked. You are an independent contractor when you're working with these brands. So dissimilar to your typical W-2 job when you worked at Sephora and got money taken out of your paycheck every week, that does not happen. If you make $500 on a partnership, you get a check for $500. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to pay. You just have to pay come tax time in January to April in that area. I've always been taught to save 30% of all of my incoming checks so that can more than cover what I need to pay in taxes. Also, down the road, when you are making consistent money as a creator, it's worth it to talk to an accountant to figure out if you should be filing as an LLC or an S Corp. For example, last year in 2022, I became an LLC. This year I filed as an S Corp and I saved $10,000 in money that would have literally just gone to the government. I feel like I could literally talk about this forever. There's so much.